Just a quick reminder, I do this work entirely alone. It takes ages. I work real hard and I dish out tons of awesome rewards on my Patreon. Consider pledging to keep me going, link below. Kickstarting off the episode in the best way by showing a lovely sight. Let's not even bother telling fibs pointlessly. That's some gorgeous sounding music right there.
本当に自分が欲しいものはなかなか手に入らない。
I thought his words were quite poignant here, way more telling about how he feels in life than anything else he's ever said. This is the kind of OP that easily scores max wins. When you nail the music this well, and then give me stunning looking visuals from start to finish, you just get it. Love the flowers too.
Mama. お荷物ね。帰り姉ちゃん、ジョカ姉ちゃん。
This room is so filled with assets. Don't know if you remember, but that's a joke from the last video for context.
面倒ごとに巻き込まれた。その後なんやかんやとあり解雇され。
Feels only fitting, really, that as in the first quarter video, we get to see some really well done animation done on lots of characters moving around this city.
以前よりも随分規則も緩く、行方不明の状態というわけでもない。親父も好きにしなさいって言ってくれたけど。
Nice to know that her promotion has brought with it the ability to now return home basically whenever she wants, and she won't be labelled as missing any longer, which is nice.
ただいま。
随分もらったね。
I don't know what it is about her dad specifically, but I really like him. Ever since his comment to be careful when she popped out at night at the end of the second quarter video, bless him.
思っていけば毒殺でも企んでいるのかと疑われるからね。
I might be on the wrong track, but I'm worried her position is going to be more awkward now. If people are going to be sus over her and think maybe she's plotting and stuff, as he says here.
なんだい、随分久しぶりだね。もう子供じゃないんじゃなかったのかい。
My heart just melting within my chest. She's pulling her bed closer to his. That's so sweet. Get out of it.
そうだね。いつでも帰っておいで。
My heart is now liquid. It's so adorable and he's so sweet. Looking absolutely adorable with all of the gear and gizmos on her for the first time ever.
それはお前が。
なんでしょうか。
なんでもない。
He likes her. Let's go. Whoa! Talk about giving us a great view of the city and a huge part of the palace.
何やってんだこの人は。
It's so adorable. Defending her from unwanted gazers.
一度辞めさせた手前、そう簡単に戻ることはできません。今度は外邸で働くことになります。
That's a nice twist, as it goes entirely against what we were led to believe was going to be happening, which in itself is quite the anti-anime thing for them to go and pull. Look at that city scenery shot though. It goes so far into the distance too.
次女の睡蓮よ。あなたがシャオマオね。
シャオマオ。
That was good.
感情試験を受けてもらうぞ。
Two wins. Firstly, that now classic reaction of hers that I love so much. But also finding out that she's not going to be doing the same work as before. In fact, it's going to be very different to what she was doing before. More noble, ladylike work instead.
しかも糸ではなく髪の毛で縫われていたの。
大変ですね。
That amazing reaction as always, but mainly it was why prior girls who worked there were ultimately let go for doing very weird things.
なんか発情期の虫みたいだ。あ、この宦官の匂いを集めて惚れ薬にできれば売れるかも。
She wants to bottle and sell his scent. No walking around the palace on the spot.
餌がいいと育ちもいいんだな。
聞いてるの。
My god, I love how she comments on things so casually like this and gets totally lost in thought whilst doing so.
つまりあなた方は私に嫉妬しているのですか？
いい加減にしなさいよ。
I must say, I didn't expect that. I figured it'd just be yelling and the like, but I suppose the further we go into the series, the more it shows its realism and sometimes darkness.
そうですか。特殊
そんなわけないじゃない。
そうよ。ならなんであなたが雇われているの？
I always enjoy seeing her doing her detective work. I enjoy seeing her figuring out potions and whatnot, but also this, how she's able to twist their minds like that.
おい
I will never get over her beautifully added sound effects like this. But also, I like how she never sees herself as a victim. Even when it's offered to her, by him on a golden platter, she still is more than happy to keep living life like normal. The long distance walking animation is always surprisingly smooth looking. She's so happy though. The wind just doing its thing and not awaiting a confession of love. A nice and solid ED, that one. The singer really reminded me of one of the EDs or OPs from Dororo back in the day. Very unique voice, and of course visuals more akin to a budding romance this time too. I don't know which is better, the flowers, the music, or the weather effect animation.
高級と違って海底はろくに薬草が生えてない。少しずつ増やさないと。
I like how, much the same as her father did so many years ago, she is now going about planting helpful herbs for the future here now too.
お前に講師をしろとのことだ。もう一通ある。
I know it's treated as a bit of a joke, but I must say it's awesome how two very important women both value her like this, that they'd want her to teach the new girl.
大事な教材を見せるわけにはいかない。
わかった。
I ain't ever gonna stop winning these moments!
運ぶなら手伝いましょうか。
結構です。
He's still trying to figure out what might be in them back there.
ずいぶん。
What is this, an episode of One Piece fully animating this entire crowd?
いけません。
なぜだ？
授業を受けるのは上級妃のみとおっしゃったのは仁師様です。
My god, she's so freaking adorable at times like this!
玉葉様、相変わらずお綺麗だ。
Easy win for them both meeting up again like this.
リファ様もほとんど前の豊かな体型に戻って体調も良さそうだ。
You ain't lying about that, are you?
豊かな体型に戻って顔立ちは北寄りに見えるが元がよくわからないな。
Weirdest win of the video, I much prefer animation styles that show a person's face sideways on with a fully see-through mouth rather than the side mouth anime talking out of the side.
この度講師を受けたまわりましたマオマオと申します。
Kind of pleasant really to see her in what looks to an outsider like a position of power here among all of these very important women from the last 12 episodes. Everyone's reactions to the reading material she's given them all.
ご苦労。長かったな。
こいつ聞き耳立ててたな。
She was spot on, of course, but I love how you can tell it from how his personality changed there, and they animated the red mark onto his face where it pressed onto the door.
宝生の金一封楽しみだ。
The absolute height of adorable sometimes.
ラカン様、ラカン様。ラカン様、こんなところに。何か気になることでも？
Tamura for my hero, and of course the main character in all 4 Trails of Cold Steel games.
外は寒いので。
ありがとうございます。
Well now, that was unexpectedly sweet of him, especially figuring out that she'd likely be heading outside, which she was just thinking to herself of doing.
これはジン様からのものですので、私はただ渡しただけに過ぎませんので。
Can't go ignoring that and skipping past it, can I?
隣の小屋にまで届いたすす。建物の周りに散らばった破片。ぼやというより爆発に近い。象牙細工？キセルみたいだな。
勝手にうろうろするな。
燃えた倉庫にはこちらと同じものが置かれていたんですか？
She's totally doing her thing. She's going into detective mode. Hold your horses! Shot the comedy element through the damn roof. When they did that first person panic action there.
聞いたら花町のローメンの薬がよく効きますよ。親父商売っ気がないからな。ちょっとくらい営業活動してあげないと。パイリン姉ちゃんに会いに行くついでにでも寄ってくれ。
Dropping a win here purely because I thought it was really cool that she basically promoted her father and his work to him due to, as she says, him being terrible at advertising his own work.
あいつが解決するとは意外だった。それがどうも噂によると刑事が事件解決に一役買ったらしい。
It made me happy to know that at the very least someone is spreading around a rumor that she helped him solve the case, and by helped him I mean solved it herself entirely. Near photorealistic flowers will always get a win.
食べ
今度その手の料理屋に連れて行きますから。
I'll make you a deal, Anime-chan. You keep on giving me cute as hell reactions like this, and I'll keep on issuing out new wins.
それに今さら毒の出てくるこの話を途中で切ってもいいのですか？
どうぞお話の続きを。
How he knows her so well.
身は比較的毒が薄いはずなのに、種類や環境によっては身に毒がある場合もあるかもしれない。
To be honest, I just straight up enjoy learning things from her during moments like this. Obviously, I don't know if it's all entirely accurate, but I'm happy to go along with it.
何の話をしてたんだ？さすがにその顔は俺も傷つく。
That reaction. Oh my god, that got me. That could almost fit the bill of a horror anime.
では肝心の何を使って作ったかがわかりませんね。
わからないのか？
Oh, look at how his entire attitude changed once he caught sight of her. He's so happy.
これは？
ああ、旦那様が好きなやつだ。だそうだ。終わったなら早く帰ってくれ。
なんで簡単に引き下がったの？
引き下がったとは思っていません。
持ってきたのか？
これ不思議なんです。おそらくこの近辺で取れたものではないと思います。
I mentioned this a few times during the last two videos, but I adore watching her do her thing, and a great example is how she dealt with that younger brother being aggressive. Smart play.
例えばうなぎには本来毒がありますが、血を抜いたり加熱することで食べられるようになります。
I've said Dr. Stone a few times as well over the first videos, but I'm saying it again for one reason. I do feel as though I learn a lot from this anime, the same as I did with that one.
何してる？
大丈夫です。多分。
His reaction! He clearly cares for her so much!
自信満々に言うな！ガス！
はい。
はけー！
I'll tell you what you've done here. You've only gone and scored yourself an extremely easy max wins for such a stupidly funny moment. Oh man, I loved that. Brilliant follow-up.
動機は次男の自分がないがしろにされて長男を邪魔に思ったからだそうです。
To be fair, I think we could all easily tell via his reaction it was him, but I just enjoyed the whole process with the seaweed more than anything else.
役者にしようか、眼役にしようか。
Sometimes she is scarily similar to mine from Bookworm. Said that a couple times now as well, but the giggling was almost exactly the same.
おかえりなさいませ。おかえりなさいませませ。
何事ですか？
私のせいじゃない。
So very, very weird. Oh god.
いつか押し倒してみたいと 思っていたものですよ。
Damn, that scene went from that's pretty funny to that's insanely creepy real quick.
その秘伝の技術を知る術がないかと思ったまでです。
Going first person like it's totally no big deal. A great mixture of both beautiful looking realistic flowers and also weather effects.
つまり彫金細工師の秘伝が分かればいいということですね。
簡単に言ってのけるな。そして一言、皆昔のように茶会でもするといいと言い残した。
And just like that, it's not a crime, it's not an explosion, it's not a poison. What it is though is another interesting case for Columbo Mau Mau to take on.
一番上の3列とその下の中央の引き出しに鍵穴。動かないように固定されてる。窓の位置も変わってるな。西洋風で妙に長い窓。
I'm gonna stop and give a win here already for how unique of a problem this is and how she goes about solving it and piecing it all together, and as I said before, love to see her work personally.
ちょうどこの時間は窓から光が差しているし、もう少し光が伸びたらタンスに当たりそうだが、タンスに日焼けの跡はなかった。小屋、タンス、金魚鉢。やっぱり。では先ほどの鍵でこの引き出しを開けてください。鍵穴に詰まっていた金属が熱で溶けて、その下の型に流れて固まったのだろう。おそらく死んだ父親の意図を理解できたのは末っ子だけだろう。
As you may have guessed, that's easily worth max wins. I loved the puzzle element, how clever it was, the ingenuity behind each part of the task, and the end result, the reveal. So clever!
もしかして
Excellently smooth as warm butter looking rotating shot. Literally looking photorealistic.
だから僕はこれからも兄さんたちと一緒にやっていきたい。親父は僕たち兄弟のことを同じように見ていた。
The little brother finding his voice, reminding his brothers of what their father saw in each of them and their own gifts, of wanting them to work together. It was really beautiful.
技術の腕も確かなので、何か体調が悪いようであれば訪ねてみてください。
はい。
Really glad she decided before leaving to actually share this information, just in case he does end up feeling unwell along the road somewhere. At least then he can get the help he needs.
長男は売り上げの管理、次男は販路の開拓、それぞれ別の方面から家業を支えることにしたそうです。
Have one for telling us at the resolution of the episode and their issues how they split the work going forwards. The thing that stuck out for me was how they're all working together in the end.
お前は化粧に詳しいか？
はあ、まあ。
ならば俺に化粧をしてくれないか？
はい。
Small thing, but I loved that hi from her at the end.
歴史にはくだらない戦がたくさんあるが、その中のいくつかは警告の美女によって引き起こされている。国でも滅ぼす気ですか？
なぜそうなる？
Such a funny comment, and returned one from him that so easily reaches the heights of Konosuba for me with comedy like that.
ではそれを頼む。俺を今と全く違う姿の人間にしてくれ。
For context, he says he wants to look like a commoner, and in the back of my mind, I can't help but wonder if in doing so he hopes to be closer to her somehow. It's funny when you think about it, this scene shows really how close they are already, that she's about to do this and no one freaks out. If anyone else did it, things would go wild.
悪趣味な子をいくつも漂わせている客は、金はあるが性病の可能性が高い。
Just found this so interesting but also logical, that they'd use scent to see if someone had money or not, and also if they carried a disease or not as well. Found it equally as interesting watching something like this take place as when she solves a riddle, finding a way to make him more common. I gotta hand it to them. I'm hooked.
もっと臭くてもいいくらいですね。
I ain't ever gonna stop winning these bits.
わかったわ。
その上から服を着れば。
あらあら。
Goodness me. It doesn't half make a big difference, does it?
どうかしたのか？
この3人だけでよかった。
What the hell? Has this episode even turned into in the end?
数種の刺激物です。とても辛いですが毒ではありませんのでご安心を。
She's legit thought of everything up to and including a drink that will irritate and thus change his voice slightly.
完成です。
Wow, that was really weird, but it really did work, didn't it?
地味な従者の方がしっくりくるかもしれませんが、私も部屋好きの下女として知られていますし。
Brilliant example of her amazing sounding voice acting skills. She really brings the character to life. Ooh, is that another different city street I spy before my eyes?
私のことはジンカとでもお呼びください。お嬢様、格好からすれば妥当だと思いますがね。
Is it just me or is this dude totally enjoying this?
ではジンカ様。ジンカ。
はい、お嬢様。
This. Tons of animation poured into these 2 quick seconds. Even quicker this time, but still so much animation goodness.
ジンカ。
申し訳ありません。お嬢様、買い物ですか？その格好で。
Just what I thought was a sweet scene where both of them have forgotten themselves and done things that do not befit their imagined stations here.
なんで黙っている？
別に話すことがないから。
At this rate, he's at risk of catching her up in terms of best reactions in the series.
どうぞ。食べないうちに食べましょう。
Two wins here. Firstly, I wanted to mention that he likely got annoyed, as in the last win, because he wants to enjoy their time together, but she wasn't speaking, so he got upset, hence the laughs. But also I liked how she got him something that he likely normally cannot eat, due to it being common food that wouldn't be served at the palace. So that was sweet. It's like a day tour!
どうですか？
野営の時のよりうまいな。塩が効いている。
Ah, to be fair, I do often forget about his military side, assuming that's what the camp refers to. I like this moment, even if it was over fairly quickly, as it gave a nice insight into his earlier years and what he was like as a young boy.
宮廷の生活も悪くないだろう。花町の生活よりずっといいと思うが。
It's a shame he got the wrong end of the stick there, but the voice actor did such a good job of making him sound genuinely sad. Him eating like 3 of those things.
親父は裁縫への留学を理由に先帝の母、すなわち先の皇太后に宦官にされてしまったらしい。
That was quite the revelation. Made a eunuch because he studied abroad. Glad we got the reveal that he's not her blood father though. Figured that was the case, but now I know.
妓女の価値を下げるにはどうすればいい？
手つかずの花だからこそ価値があるのです。子をはらませれば価値などないに等しくなります。
Obviously this reveal has been teased and now it's on display with how you can do so, but what that means just yet we do not know, or I don't either way. Intriguing.
せっかく変装したのに私が中に入ってはダメでしょう。では。
Oh, he didn't want her to go. His feelings are so obvious at this point. Should just get it over with and say it now. Once again, I really feel the need to point out just how much life goes into these city scenes. It must be a pain, but they do it beautifully each and every time. What the hell was that an allusion to?
おかえり。
Such lovely bowls they've got there.
病が進んで記憶もズタズタに引き裂かれてる。
My guess is that she is her mother. That was her in the dream on the verge of taking out a baby Mau Mau. I must say, this is quite the reveal at roughly the 75% mark of the first season.
この妓女はその数年間に客を取り、不幸にも梅毒を移された。
Damn, earning a lot during this entire anime, but this is a new one for me, that it affects the skin like that.
6召喚の顧客で古い馴染みのあの男。
I cannot wait to see what the answer to this question is. Who is he in relation to her or the other woman in the room? This is very much an ongoing mystery now, well paced out. Animators must have signed a pact with the devil to create such real looking flowers, I swear. Such a stunning look as they walk back towards the main building at night, all nicely lit up like that. Buff insane!
でも尊い生まれだからといって最初から別のものだと思わないで。
Almost felt as though that was in reference to Jinshin, perhaps.
この苦味が口の中に広がる匂い。
She's so very happy to be around medicines, though.
いや、ダメだ。こらえろ。何やってるの？
She totally went and pulled a JoJo stance when she was caught being so happy.
ピロリ。芋の粉か？
As soon as she thought to herself, I wonder what kind of medicine this is, I knew she was going to taste it. Take a whiff from my own thought process.
俺の正体に気づいている。
ただ娘がどう思うかなのですけど。
Ah, right. Okay. It's what I had brewing in the back of my mind all of this time. What if he is her real father? Well, colour me extremely shocked that I was right for a change at the least.
名はラカンという。あんな顔は初めて見た。
Damn, that was quick. We obviously know that she knows who he is already, but that darkness shown is so rare and so shocking that it caused this reaction from him.
薬草畑だ。そこにも、そこにも、あそこにも。
Literally dropping a win, not for the reaction this time, but because it was wonderful to see her revert to her happy self here.
よみがえりの薬。それは死者がよみがえることのできる薬。もう少し先の話だけど、ここに朝顔を植えるわ。
Wow, talk about making a scene super creepy. Probably didn't even fully intend for it to happen either. It's just the statement before, the wind blowing and the creepy music freaked me out. That'll do it for this one, ladies and gents. Once again, do ensure you subscribe to not miss the final quarter video, plus tons coming down the pipe soon. Consider pledging too, link below. Darth Weirdo, Fiji, Nick Wyndham, The Element Taylor Wars, Christopher Willis, Emmanuel Gonzalez, Fancy Turtle, Kepan, Mini Masher, Marquez, Nozomi, Orkeeper, Otar Bananisi, Steelers, The Epic Commander, Bird Without a Word, Brandon Creer, Brian Bayard, Cameron, Christian Tavasa, Commander Cyrus, David Mayer Olmos, Doggos for Life, Dragonstorm 35, Aaron Winters, Guru, James Tafoya, Jor Edvinson, Kevin Halston, Cumfroy, Kylie Welp, Luis Benito, Mr. Mansu, Nightly Winter, Peter Milligan, Ruby Rose, Satoko Yari, Zionx 44, Sean, Starkip, The 100s, Tiger Lily Warrior, A Joker, Alexander Schwartz, Ali 50, Amadillo, Brainless Ben, Cecilia, Cedric, Cloud Garden, Dante Soul, Dante's Face, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Devon, Dragon Defender, Iso, Francie, Garrett Vermeesh, Gibbs, Hooved Lowe's Ritter, Hunter Miranda, Isel Caldera, Jason Davies, John, Jaffa 6263, Kai Wolfspring, Kelnock, Kevin Nelter, Kevin 102, Knuckle Duster, Kai 158, Kyle Jones, Laxor, Laxus, Liam Gugati, Lifty, Lionel Schultz, Marvin, Matthew Blancett, Michael Lewis, Modaviram, Mudini, Mr. Fire Cool, Nathaniel Gregomosa, Natsu Dragneel, Nick Monaco, Nick Pell, Novagaum, 1928, Ollie the Mighty, Oliver Smiley Reacts, Oscar I. Lopez, Owen Valoran, Q-Flash, Chris Harris, Ryan DeVeries, Psychomi Aorum, Sarcastic Truth, Snowy, Stan, Storm 970, TRS, Thrasher 340, Will Sass, Willy Man.